What is going on, everybody? Brent Abel right here, goldballhunting.com. That dude over there, yeah, the Jeff Jacklich. And we got an episode that Jeff and I have been kicking around for a few minutes here, trying to figure out what it is we want to talk about. And maybe it's just too early in the morning or whatever it is. We know what we want to talk about, but we're not quite sure how to articulate that thing. Yeah. So I'll bet you in the next 2 minutes that we figure it out. So guys, hang in there with us. This is going to be a really interesting episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast.
Get your coffee and saddle up.
So the big question is this: how are tennis players like us who never played in the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of on-court practice time and still be in the hunt for victory match after match? That is the question, and Gold Ball Hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Brent Abel, and along with my biz partner, Jeff Jacklich, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting. All righty, Jeffrey, young man, what do you got going today? Today is Sunday, right? It's episode number 3.
Yes.
6, I think. It's
like Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Looks a little cool outside, but clear skies.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I'm headed up to Napa today to do a little work up there, and then back down here. So yeah.
Good. Well, still here in the desert. We got a little breeze this morning, which is a little unusual, but what the heck? We'll deal with it. Maybe I'll just go to the gym. I'll just go to the gym and hang out there for an hour and a half.
What the heck?
Talk to guys that are all buffed and just, no sleeves, and they're just exploding out of their shoulders.
Chewing on lit safety flares first thing in the morning, right? Just like, arr.
Hey, nothing wrong. I just think sometimes you can go past that threshold of being a little bit too big to be able to actually get up on that serve a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one.
Good.
Hey, listen, guys, we sent out an email earlier this morning about the 2 workshops that Jeff and I are hosting. The training workshops in January of next year, 2020, specifically Thursday and Friday, January 16th and 17th. It's a Thursday, Friday. And they're really designed to show up for one of these, but you could do both days if you want.
Yep. And
they're really kind of either, you could look at them as a post Palm Springs Senior Tournament one-day workshop, or it could be a pre-tournament for the Wilson, which starts actually the following week, or actually that weekend. But really, what Jeff and I have been kind of kicking around this morning is what do we really want to deliver to you in that one day, and that when you show up we start at 9 a.m. on the court, show up, we don't want you showing up late. That would not be great. So let's say you show up at 8:45. Good. And then by the end of the day, which is around 4:30 in the afternoon, is, what's the transformation that we want to give you? And I'll just kick it off and then you can jump in, Jeff. But, I think the transformation is helping players understand for them uniquely with their own player brand. When is this next shot a shot that is simply, it's okay to stay in the point because you don't have that big, fat, offensive opportunity. And to me, the big offensive fat opportunity never really happens unless I am somewhere around the service line, right? I mean, I can't look at a little opening to that corner over there and little opening to that corner over there if I'm on the baseline or a couple feet behind it and think, aha, I've got a big fat opportunity, right? So for me, it really is, it's identifying when I've hit a shot maybe to that corner, and that now I see I've got the guy stretched out, and that the chances go way up that I will get that. I'll get that opportunity ball. And then once you get it, then what do you do with it? And to me, it's kind of like, it's really getting that clarity. And I think that's the word that you and I both agree on is that we want to help guys and gals have clarity about when to not look for the exit, about when it's okay to stay in the point, and then when you get the big fat opportunity. I mean, in my mind, and I don't think we disagree on this, but we hesitate to say what it is I think the chances of me ending the point are now pretty high. However, that said, I have to make sure that I execute the shot time-wise. I can't rush it because that's a recipe for a big bonehead unforced error, right? But at the same time, I can't assume that because now the guy, I've hit a ball and I've got this ball that's sitting around the tee or somewhere off to the side of the tee, and I got the guy off to one side or the other, and I got a big lower 40 to hit into. I cannot assume that this is going to be a one-shot point ender because I can't tell that opponent, hey, man, you got to stay over there. You can't anticipate that I'm going to the big opening and start running over there. You have to sit down and start clapping before I even hit my shot and go, nice point. Well done, Brent. Way to go. Because if you do that, and I say this way too often, that is another sort of mindset for a bonehead unforced error.
Yeah.
So I guess that said, to me, I want to deliver that transformation to someone who is in this workshop. And look, if you guys are thinking that we're just going to sit around and just feed you balls all day long so that you can grind through a tighter top off that forehand, thinking that that's what's going to give you the offensive opportunity from the baseline, don't sign up for this thing because that's not what you're going to get. This is
right.
This is not it. We're going to take your unique brand of what you've got right now, and there might be a little tweak in here or there just to make sure that you're more consistent in those two situations. Right. Number one, playing a ball that is maybe going to get you that short ball. And then number two, maybe we have to tweak a little bit about your spacing or something that you do when you finally get that short ball and kind of how you think about it. But that's the transformation that I want guys to have. And look, if we can help guys do that, Jeff, we can help them be more consistent, stay in the point when they should stay in the point, not look for the exit. And then how to take advantage of those really fat, chubby opportunities and not screw that thing up. Well, guess what? I think that's a recipe for winning more matches, especially close matches.
Right.
Which a lot of players right now in those close matches aren't getting the W.
Right.
They're up 4-2, 30 love. And now all of a sudden, that situation we talked about from the baseline, I got to look for the exit, man. Don't want to stay in the point.
Right.
Don't want to give this guy a chance.
And that's that little mental switch in your head, that lack of confidence in what you're doing, lack of confidence in the particular stroke. A shift in mindset about thinking, now I need to play better. Now I need to do something different. I should reach into my variety bag and do something, and these, and these are things, listen, I've lived through it. You've lived through it.
Totally.
This is not stuff that, we're going to be working on that we haven't felt the ultimate pain and agony of making these knucklehead choices. I am the mayor of Knuckleheadville. I've been there.
I've mayor.
So through this day, we want to help players understand and know what a proper, warm up is, tournament prep warm up is, and then clarity on those skills that need to be focused on. What gets us to those places in a match that create opportunity to then actually win the match. I can't win a match unless I'm creating opportunity for myself.
That's right.
In point after point, game after game, and staying on script. This is no time to improvise. 4-2, 30 love is no time to improvise. This is a time to really know your skill set, know what should be delivered, and know that we're going to ask our opponent to help out on getting us over the hump.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think, just agreeing with you is that at the end of the day, our desire is to have the players finish the day with some really good clarity about not seeing the game so randomly complicated, or thinking that if I can't hit a super lag topspin forehand and paint the line with it, all is lost. That's not where matches are won. Matches are won, and I learned this term from Rich Anderson at Kenyatta College. Matches are won when you are dedicated to playing journeyman tennis. That's the way you lay the foundation. And that's where you're just constantly working your opponent with journeyman tennis, and you're breaking him down. Breaking him down.
Well, look, and so that's really our goal. That's really our goal for these workshops, is to really help you guys and gals get some clarity about what it is you can do when you're back in the baseline to, God, I hate to use the word, inflict punishment or this kind of stuff, but what can you, look, Jeff, you and I both know that if we're back on the baseline and we're playing a standard rally ball, I think a lot of players out there think, well, that's not going to get me that offensive opportunity that I was describing earlier. Well, guys, look, I mean, I've hit a gazillion crappy little up the middle nothing balls that all of a sudden, either number one, they don't come back into my court. Look, it's just reality. It's not like I'm playing Fed.
Right.
If I did that against Fed, right, I wouldn't win a point. Okay, but I'm not playing Roger. Right? Look, and so I think our perception of what we feel we need to do is so screwed up, because there's so much hype out there in terms of, I'm going to help you hit a massive, heavy topspin so you can develop a howitzer weapon. God, if I hear that one, read that one, see it, whatever sense I see, it drives me crazy, because it's sending the wrong message to players that this is what you need to win. And it's like to me, it's like the ultimate in malpractice.
Right. Again, clarity, end of the day too, clarity about, that the mental focus that I have to win every point is, again, another recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
If I don't understand that I need my opponent to help me get across the finish line, I just have to figure out, what do I need to pick at? What's in my toolbox? What do I need to pick at? And then stay on script and keep picking at it until it, again, death by 1,000 cuts. If we can move the player to kind of get a better understanding of that, they're going to win a lot more matches.
Well, and that's it. I mean, the end result, the ultimate end result, at the end of the day, is we want to give you guys clarity on simply how to win more matches.
Yeah.
And if that's something that sounds pretty cool, and we're not going to sit there and do any major surgery on stroke technique in that day, not going to do that, is that right down below this video, there's a link that will take you to the application to let's see if this is a good fit for you, if this workshop's a good fit for you. Another reason we're requiring that you apply is we got to make sure that we vet everyone in terms of skill level, because we got to know who we're putting into which group. Look, we've got 2 days, and you can choose either, right now you can choose either that Thursday or Friday, January 16th or 17th. We've got 2 courts, so we've got a total of 8 players per day, but we could break those down into 2 different skill level groups of 4 players each. We could do that. Could be guys, could be gals. We're just looking to find 4 players, put 4 players together that are the exact same skill level. And what's that mean? Well, that means if you guys were to go out and play each other 10 times, literally it'd be 5 and 5. So
Right.
when you played the 11th time, we would not know. We would have no inkling
Right.
as to what the result might be. And really that's where you want to learn how to win more of those close matches. And that's where you actually start to move the skill level up, is once you start to beat guys or gals who are right there at your current skill level. So guys, right down below this video, there's a link. If you're interested in this, all the information, Jeff and I recorded a video yesterday that's now posted. That if you haven't seen it yet, it's about a 20-minute video that gives you all of the details of everything you're going to get in this one-day workshop. There's actually something you're going to get before the workshop, and then there's kind of a 4-week post-workshop webinar scheduled, so we can keep you engaged. Make sure you don't veer off and start going to the big monster topper howitzer weapon. Got to keep you on, as Jeff says, on script. What else, Jeffrey? Are we good to go?
I think we're good to go.
Good. What do we want to find folks to do right now besides click that link down below?
Yes. Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below while you're clicking the button. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review. Goldballhunting.com. Before you jump over there, go down below and click the button.
Good.
And spread the word. Share this with it. If you got a buddy or a fellow, gal on your team that you think this would be a good fit for them, share it.
That'd be great. Listen, guys. We just mentioned we got 8 slots per day, limit, finite. It's not open-ended. So if you've got some interest in this, click that link now and make sure you fill out that application. Actually go over and watch the video first, because if this is something that you want to do, I'm assuming that we're going to get sold out pretty darn quick on this.
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Jeff, let's try this again tomorrow.
I can't wait.